What's up? It's Miss Cool. Yeah, I'm doing a little shout out today. I know I was just flashing on some different things when I was young with my children. It's kind of hard. I think if God, don't stutter, girl. I think it would have been easier if I would have had my babies a little bit later because I got attached to them so bad that it's like, when you learn something when you're young, you just kind of stay with it. So when they leave and stuff, it's like, dang. And they're good parents. But there's always room for improvement, right? But I don't know, I was just flashing on something like sometimes people don't like you to talk about the hard times, but I think the hard times are all right. They kind of build you up. It's a workout inside. And when you have a workout inside, it's like, dang. You can really look back and think to yourself, wow, I really did that. Yes, you did. My son Christopher was choking on a peanut one time in Florida. Well, he stole some peanuts. Well, them big ones when you walk around and they're loose in them barrels. He got one. I don't know if it had two or three. They were big. He opened it up and swallowed it. First time in my life. I took we had bought some, soda pops in the glass bottles. Man, let me tell you what. He was choking in that front seat. I'll never forget. I took that soda pop and I broke it open, and had him take a sip and that fuzz and stuff went down in him and it pushed it down. You do some things in life when you're a baby mama and do some things. One time I didn't have no money. And I was like, you know what? I need a diaper for this baby. Guess what I used? I used a towel. I sure did. So sometimes it's good to know how to fold a diaper, specifically for a boy. When you fold a diaper for a boy, you want to put some more padding on the front. You know how they go. So you do like this. Hush up, phone. So then you go like this, and then you got a diaper right here. You see that? See that? So it's always a good idea to be able to know how to do some old school things. I wasn't that dirt poor, but if I needed to fold a diaper, well, I certainly could. Did that build character? Of course it did. Did it make me humble? And when I got a box of diapers or anything else in my life, and they weren't a substitute, but I was creative and I did what I could. My house was always clean, by the way. There was always something cooking. And still today, when I have my grandchildren over, different things, it feels good because that's what I know. So usually you can learn more in life, but if it's something that you know and you're confident about it. See, you can know a lot of stuff, but if you're not confident about it, what good's it going to do you? But if you're confident and you know about things, then it'll probably be a little bit easier to proceed with that. So call it what you might, but I'm thankful today for everything I have. And, sometimes I have a hard time kind of getting along with people, you know, but if I just kind of be kind to them, understand their feelings are different, and what's important now is we kind of just like show love too. But you don't want to show love to the wrong people. See, if you show love to the wrong people, you could get used, which everybody knows, but sometimes when they're stuck in that ring of fire, because that's what Johnny Cash said, it's kind of hard, to get out of it. That's why it's a ring. That's why they got tigers and stuff jumping through fire and stuff. I don't know. I seem to go back to these subjects, you guys. I just don't want to get on here and like pretend I'm some therapist or I got all the answers or let's talk about it. But it's very interesting, some of the things you experience in your life. So let me go back to some of these stories. Now, me and my children, we was driving one day down to the lake down here in Utah. And there's a road that's called Center Street, and you just take it straight down to the lake. Well, on the way there, and they can tell you this, they remember, a big bull got out of its pen. He was standing right in the road. He had a ring right here, and I had the children with me, and we got kind of fearful, okay, because he could have rammed my car. But you know what? He didn't. But during that time, I had my sons with me and stuff, and Jamie, and it was scary, you know. But did we back up or go around him? I know I didn't go around him. I just froze. We were right in front of him. So, and bulls can get mad at you and do all that, and they breathe and stuff. Yeah, they're pretty scary. I think that's why they're in the Bible and Revelation. You don't want to play with a bull. But yeah, it's interesting. So some different experiences with the children growing up. My goodness. Christopher was something else, boy. Let me tell you what. He found my son Ryan, his little brother, one day in the mall. If you ever lose a child, let me tell you what, you will never, ever be able to describe that feeling. I was walking out of the store, and I was with my baby Ryan and Christopher and Jamie. Anyway, I just let my hand go off of Ryan just for a minute. I mean, it was a second. And I turned and I was like, oh my God, my baby's gone. Where is he? It's a good thing I had Christopher. He's about maybe 13, maybe 14. He'd have found him quicker if he wasn't so worried about me. So here it is right here. He's backing up, walking backwards in the mall going, hold on, Mom, just take it easy. Just take it easy. I'll go find him. I wasn't screaming, but I was at that point, that edge where you're just like, my baby. So sure enough, here he comes, carrying him like a sack of potatoes. Hands on this side with his wet shoes and holding him like this. Ryan, you went all the way down in that fountain down the hall and took your shoes off and got in. Christopher found you, okay? As far as Jamie goes, I mean, she was just a really wonderful child. We used to take her to the park and put a blanket down because she wouldn't touch the grass. She'd go all the way around the corners of it and touch it and go like that. It was real cute. She was such a beautiful child too, It's a wonderful thing to have children. It's a wonderful thing to see yourself in them and feel things. You feel them learn something. You feel them smell a flower. You feel them taste something new. But it's Miss Cool coming on here, just kind of sharing some memories. And if I have some more memories, why, I'll get on here and share some more too. Now, me and my sister, we were something else. She liked to go steal mail. She got me to steal mail with her and pretend we was playing post office. That wasn't any of my idea. That was her idea. And if you're watching this, Paula, that was your trip. But I did it with you. My trip was, you ready for this, folks? My trip was to get a wagon and bikes. Everybody get a bike. Okay, I told a story to it was about 10 kids. It was a good lump. And I told them all, I says, if you want to see the Queen, go get your bike, get a gift out of your house because they won't let us in without one. Oh my goodness, I had them all following me. I got around the block and there was no palace, no queen, so shame on you, Pamela. I took all their gifts and I said, well, maybe we'll try it again. But I don't know why children do funny things like that, I took all their gifts and I had them walking and telling the story for quite a long time around this block, but there was no palace, like I said to them, But, you go through different things in life, and you have memories. Cherish those, will you? And let a child be creative and build them up and tell them wonderful things about them. And, yeah, my kids were something else. Now, Christopher, he used to climb real high up in trees. And if you're a mother with a son like that, trust me, it's nerve-wracking. I mean, he'd climb to the top of these pine trees. It was just like one little thin little thing he'd be on swaying, looking down. And I'd stand down there and holler at him, get down. He was something else. Listen, I had tires in my sinks. He always was fixing tires and jumping over things. He could ride backwards, do wheelies for a couple blocks on one back tire. He'd take crutches and walk upside down on them too. When you turn them upside down and hold the top of them, where you put your hands, he'd have his feet. He was a character. Now, Jamie, she did some interesting things as well. She was a definitely, she was fun. She liked animals. Jamie's always liked animals, okay? I mean, I even bought her a pet rat. It was a big one. Dolly. It bit me, or I don't know, it was weird. I don't know, animals are weird in the house. You can say what you want. I think a big dog would be nice, like a Labrador or something like that. They're pretty cool. I like a dog that can swim really good because I like to swim. But all my children were pretty cool. I keep talking about Christopher a lot because he was a character. Okay, one year, Mom didn't have enough money to buy a real fancy tree. I got to tell you this. I got to share this. This is something else, Christopher, if you're watching this, or anybody that knows my oldest boy. We lived in like this neighborhood that had like a circle. It was called Sage Creek Circle in Springville. Anyway, people after Christmas would leave their trees out there, right? So I had told them I wanted a flock tree, you know, because they were real big, and you'd go get a tree, and then they had, if you had extra money, they'd put like blue, pink, or anything on them. Well, Mama didn't have money for that. Bless his heart, Chris, I got a tear. After Christmas, he went down in this neighborhood, and he gathered all those trees that were flocked. You know what he did with them? He set them in front of every window. I lived in a basement, so he blocked out all the windows. Okay, so I had a living room window that was pretty good size. And then I had another bedroom window that was a good size. And then if you went around the apartment, well, I had a kitchen window and, of course, a bathroom window. They're good size. I was in a basement. We got basement apartments here in Utah. He stuck them trees in front of all of them. Okay, I couldn't even see out. I felt like I was in like this deep forest. So, you know, children do remarkable things in your life and have a lot of love for you. And I'm talking about Christopher a lot today because he really stood out and did a lot of great things when he was a kid, you know. He's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful son. He's been through some bumps and he's pulled through it. And, of course, Ryan's been through some troubles. But I stood by my children's side, you know. Jamie, she's done a lot of different things. Of course, it used to drive her crazy when I tell everybody she bought a home before she was 30. But imagine that. Can you imagine that? I mean, she's way ahead of a lot of folks. You know, just a hard worker and a wonderful mother. And, well, that's about it for now. I wanted to share some memories with my children today and let them know how much I love them, okay? And Ryan, he's just a wonderful son. He's very generous, and he's got a lot going on. He's a fast thinker, so when he thinks really fast, he can get real moody, you know what I'm saying? So people that can think really fast and get a lot done, you know, he can get a lot done, you know. Now he's buying a pawn shop and different things. So if you talk to Coco, you got to stay right on what you're talking about. Me, I'm like all over the place. Yeah, I don't really appreciate my father for saying that. Should I say it? He goes, Pamela, you're like horse shit. You're everywhere. So he kind of had a rude mouth, and me and my dad were never really close, but I had an opportunity a few times to be around him because him and my mother got divorced. So I was raised without a father. So, you know, sometimes women and girls that don't have daddies, they could make mistakes in life and go with men, you know, and not have like a good foundation of what a good man is. So you always want to kind of, if you're a man and have any little girls, you know, you want to kind of rear them up that way, what's good and not. So, hey, we make mistakes, but it's how we handle them, you know. Seems like there's a lot of people that want you to react, and I don't understand that because I think it's childish, but it's kind of fun too because you could be teaching someone during that. I mean, if you're doing it as some type of a teaching mechanism, then I think it's okay, but you do have to pull back at a certain point when you're like going, okay, now time's up, we're not playing no more. But hey, it's Miss Cool. I want to share another story about Jamie because she used to do some remarkable things, you know. And boy, what I liked about Jamie was I could put these little plastic high heels on her and put her up on the table, and she'd dance and everything. She always wanted to dance, and she could recite poems, and she was just a happy child, you know. She had a lot to say and a lot to do, and, well, if you upset her, she'd scream real loud, too, when she was a baby. But she was born with these really cute little pointed ears, you know. They called her a pixie baby. But Now, Coco, he didn't get a tooth till he was like 2. And that always drove Mama crazy, you know. But Jamie's hair was beautiful. You could take her wet hair and just comb it around your finger and let go, and it'd just be a long curl. I miss California sometimes, y'all. I've been here in Utah a long time now. I miss California some days. I know it's changed, and everybody's like, oh, this and that. And I really like Utah for some reasons, but, you know, like I said, you know, where you grew up and what you know for sure. So you have a wonderful day now. It's Miss Cool, Pamela, coming on here. Yeah, my name is in Pasadena on the cement, so it's not something I gathered up, you know, when I got older. It's a name that was given to me when I was about 13. So I don't even know why I still use it. I don't know. Nicknames are cool, I guess. But it's Miss Cool saying peace.